Okay, yeah. Very good evening, everyone. Seems like we are live. Yeah. Let me just double check. Yep. Thank you so much for joining in, everyone. Sure. I'm extremely sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, the topic for today's live video or this particular session is why just knowing about grammar is not going to help you in being fluent in your communication and in your approach to be a better English communicator, right? So we are going to talk about that. All right. Yes. So first of all, जो मैंने भी समझते हैं join कर चुके, thank you so much once again. This is a platform. The OD platform is here for all of you ODRs to improve your English communication skills, so that whenever you go out and seek value for your talent and your skills, you are not paid lesser than your competitor because you lack English communication skills, because the world today is very competitive and ସମସ୍ତେ ଆଜିକାଲି ବହୁତ ଅଧିକ focus କରୁଛନ୍ତି on good English communication skills. So in whichever field you are, right, in whichever sector you are, yes, in whichever position you are, each of them requires you to be uh, very fluent in English, right? So we help you to become better at your English communication. So with that, we'll deep dive into today's topic, that is why just having knowledge or learning about grammar won't help you being in becoming fluent. All right, before we proceed, I want to take an example of one of my friend. Yeah. And I'll of course not take his name for obvious reasons. ତାଙ୍କର ଇଂଲିଶ କମ୍ୟୁନିକେସନ ସ୍କିଲ୍ସଟା ଏତେ ଆଗରୁ ଭଲ ନଥିଲା। ସିଏ ବହୁତ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଗଲ କରୁଥିଲେ in expressing whatever he wants to in English, because same like ଓଡ଼ିଆ medium background and practice ନାହିଁ, environment ନାହିଁ, ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସିଏ ଏତେ express କରିପାରୁନଥିଲେ। But he realized the importance of it. He acknowledged कि ଏଇ ଜିନିଷରେ ମତେ improve କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ, ନହେଲେ ମତେ ଆଗକୁ ଯାଇକି ବହୁତ problem ହବ in my professional career, right? Yes. So see, he acknowledged the importance of it and he started working on it. Yes, he didn't give up. এটা ভাবি কি ହଁ ଏମିତି ମୋର situation ପାଇଁ ଏଇ problem ଟା ହେଲା କି whatever, right? He instead what he did was सी पछ घुंचा न करिकी सी आगे चलले, सी काम करी चलले। कौन काम कले? By the way, he is also into MBA. Yes, he is doing his MBA. So we all individuals are currently in search of job. Yes, most of the world is, right? Because that what is we feel that is much will give us security and will help us in being someone who is able to grow in their life, right? So job ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ try କରୁଛୁ and ବହୁତ ଲୋକ ଆଜିକାଲି try କରୁଛନ୍ତି। So ସିଏ ନ ଡରିକି ସେ ଯୋଉ ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଯୋଉ ଡରଟା ଥିଲା ସେଇଟାକୁ କାଢିବା ପାଇଁ ସିଏ he started giving interviews. Yes, ମାନେ not with the intention of taking the job, but with the intention of facing the challenge, right? He started facing the challenge. Yes, and he started giving interviews, appearing for interviews, and that somehow increased over time, right? See, he continued that process of appearing for interviews, and today after around 7 months ତାଙ୍କର English fluency is far better than what he was earlier. But more important, what is more important is the confidence he has gained. जोटा कि आगुरी से ताको कहउतले कि से डर लाउट करंगो, that is no more visible. He is being a lot more confident whenever he is speaking in English. Yes, किछि छोटे मोटे English रे grammatical mistakes तांकर एबे भी होछि, and I agree to that, but he is now able to speak at least with confidence. He is able to express whatever he wants to, right? जोठिकी जो जगह की सी बिल्कुल कर ही पार नथिले आगुरु. So what helped him? Facing the challenge helped him. Now, ଆପଣଙ୍କର କେସ୍ ରେ maximum audience, maximum ଓଡ଼ିଆ ମାନଙ୍କର କେସ୍ ରେ issue ଏଇଟା ହେଲା କି we are not ready to accept the need of English communication. First of all, সেটা ହେଲା. Even if we are accepting, we are not willing to work on it, right? Um, ଦିଥର ଚାରିଥର କରିବା ତାପରେ monotonous ଲାଗିଯାଏ, and after that we kind of give up. Yes or no? Those of you who are watching this live, please do interact with me in the chat box, in the comments. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So ମୁଁ ଏଇ ଜିନିଷଟା highlight କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି that whenever you are trying to improve your English fluency, do not just get stuck in improving or learning or mugging up grammatical formulas, because the theoretical grammar will not help you much in getting better at your English communication. Rather, you need to focus on the practical grammar. Yes, जोटा भी आपको practical way रे दरकार पड़िबो whenever you are expressing, right? ଏବେ कोन मु जो इंग्लिश से कहूची मु कम भाबी कहूची कि एटा वर्ब पर सब्जेक्ट रहइबो किबा एठी आईएनजी लगइबो एठी no, 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 none of those grammatical formula is in my head whenever I'm speaking this. Because of my practice, I'm able to speak fluently. Yes, and with accuracy, right? No mistakes करूनी से grammatical formulas रे, because ମୁଁ କହିଲା ବେଳକୁ ହିଁ ସେଇ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ କଲା ବେଳକୁ ହିଁ ମୋର ରେଗୁଲାର ଲାଇଫରେ ସେଟା ମୁଁ କଲା ବେଳକୁ ହିଁ ମୁଁ ସେଇଟା ମାଇଣ୍ଡରେ ରଖିକି କରିଥିଲି, correct? So that is something that you need to understand first, all right? The second thing that I want to talk about is the fluency versus accuracy wala thing. Yes, so बहुत जन भाबंती कि माने we need to be very fluent. Yes, correct. But accuracy is also the same of same importance, right? Right. So we have to maintain a balance between fluency and accuracy, right? It's not always fluency versus accuracy. It's fluency and accuracy, right? माने आपण फ्लुएंट वे रे कहि देबे, ठीक कहउचंदी भूल करचंदी सेटा भी आपन मन रखियार अछि. बहुत जण एमती थांती कि से माने कॉन्फिडेंस सहित ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस कि फ्लुएंट बहुत किछि कहि जानती, बट से माने माने तांकर बैक ऑफ द माइंड रे एरा न थाए कि एम आई स्पीकिंग द करेक्ट थिंग, am I talking the correct thing, right? So there you need to focus on accuracy as well, right? Yes, so that is the second part to it. Yes, so if even if you are speaking comfortably, smoothly, yes, that is fluency. But you also have to strengthen your vocabulary, your grammatical acquaintance, like your grammar grammatical structure of the words or the sentences should be correct. Yes, so it's always a balance, and you cannot ignore anything and focus on something else, right? Yes. Now, the third part to it is where you need to understand the importance of indulging into active listening. Yes. So listening got a बहुत powerful activity जोड़ा कि बहुत जनो ignore करंती. Most of the individuals who are trying to improve their English communication skills, से माने खाली practice गोटे ही जिंस आमे करिबु सेटा होची आमे किछटा formulas अछि किछटा जिंस छोटे मोटे इनसेंटी जोटा कि माने monotonous way रे आमे practice करिबु. No, you have to think about it in a diverse way. You have to also consider the various different possibilities that you can take into consideration while practicing, right? So keep your inputs correct. अगर जदि आपण ठीक inputs, valuable inputs रखुचंदी, that is listening, that is reading, that is watching English content, जोड़ा कि आपण जिते अधिक करिवे. Just listening to someone who is speaking in English, in proper English, जो आपण तांको सुनुचंदी, right? So your brain will remember the formula, the concept, the pattern subconsciously. And whenever you practice it, whenever you produce the output, it will be used by your brain subconsciously. आपको जाना ही पड़ेगा, right? So this is how real fluency is developed, not by just mugging up formulas, not by just reading certain like monotonous or very something that is not producing results. Like it, যদি এটা হেবার থান্তা এই পর্যন্ত হেই সাইড থান্তা, যদি এই পর্যন্ত হেইনি তাহলে কিছু তো আপনারা ভুল করছেন, right? So this is a great time, this is a high time to for you to realize that this is important and I need to work on it before it's too late. Yes, so that is uh, the key that I wanted to highlight in this video. The fourth point that I want to highlight, our motive point is we using grammar in context. I'm a khali general grammar upore focus kale habani. I'm grammar ta gore context sahito use koriବାକୁ padibo, right? Whenever you are kind of speaking something or you are talking in English, right? Try to connect it. Either it could be a tense thing, it could be a some other kind of formula that is related to grammar. It could be about ing form of tense. It could be regarding past or future, right? So see, ସବୁ ଜିନିଷରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ context add କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ. It is not that କି ଖାଲି ଆପଣ ସେ grammar କୁ without context ରେ ଯଦି ପଢିବେ ବୁଝିବେ, it is not going to help you. You have to use it in context with certain kind of situation. ମାନେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ବୁଝିବାକୁ ପଡିବ କି ଏଇ grammar ଟା ଏଇ context ରେ use ହୁଏ, ତାହେଲେ ହିଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ବ୍ରେନ୍ ସେଇଟା କ୍ୟାପଚର କରିବ. Yes, right? If you do not think that if you think that it is something that is not I'm not able to understand it, then think about say situation ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ କିଛି କହିବାକୁ ଟ୍ରାଏ କରନ୍ତି but you go blank. କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ହୁଏ ସେଟା? କ'ଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ମାଇଣ୍ଡରେ କଣ୍ଟେଣ୍ଟ ନଥାଏ, ଆପଣ ଆଗରୁ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି କି ସେ ଜାଗାରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କ'ଣ କହିବାର ଅଛି, but why do you go blank? Yes, or why are you not able to gather the correct words to speak in the correct appropriate tense or construct a very precise accurate English sentence? କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ହଉନି ସେଟା? Because of the context that you are not able to maintain while practicing, while getting indulged into the English fluency activity. It could be speaking. Yes, it could be writing. Yes, so basically the outputs, right? Yes, and of course the inputs are similarly important. All right. Yes, so I mean kichita points the focus karle, right? But what could be the practical tips to follow or implement जोटा कि हमको help करिवो? Yes, whenever you are speaking, try to speak without any fear or माने एमिति कथा हुअन्तु as if you are not, there is no one to judge you, and record yourself. Yes, सेतले आपण निजको record करंतु and practice speaking. तापर आपण जो से वीडियो टा देखिबे निजर, you will get to know कि आपण को जगह मिस्टेक्स करिसंती, आपण को निज को जणा पड़ी जिवो कि आपण को जगह इंप्रूव करि परिबे, राइट? यस, so that is one major thing that you all need to do, and there are three parts to it. So से जो वीडियो टा आपण रिकॉर्ड करिया आपण किछि भी कहिला बडको, first you have to listen to it without watching the video. Second, you have to just watch the video without listening. आपनको जनरली सेटा बॉडी लैंग्वेज आपण केमति रोची से वीडियो सेटा ऊपर आपनको फोकस जीवो एंड आपण रेक्टिफाई करि परिबे आपनको जे मिस्टेक्स अछि, राइट? सेकंड पार्ट इज एंड थर्ड पार्ट रे आपण कंप्लीट वीडियो एक संगे देखंतु आ तीनटा जगह देखि साला पर आपण निजे को एसेस करंतु from a third person's perspective, that what I don't like about this person while he is speaking, or whenever he is making this body language or this gesture, whenever he is in this posture, कौन मते पसंद आसुनी यांको विषय, I need to change that in myself. This is a particular activity that you can do in order to improve your overall communication skills. Remember, communication is not just verbal. Yes, there are other aspects to communication as well, right? So this is a tip that you can follow in order to understand कि आपनकर को जगह इम्प्रूवमेंट दरकार and how to exactly get it done माने improvement किमिति करिवा is something that you need to get consistent with your practice. Yes, practice किमिति करिवे. Yes, whenever you have an environment you can practice, and for that we have ODCH. So before you run away after listening to this, I want to say that whenever you're practicing something, please get it rectified, get it corrected by a mentor. ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଭୁଲ ଜିନିଷ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ କରିବେ, ଭୁଲ ଜିନିଷ ହିଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର habit ହେଇକି ରହିଯିବ. So you need a mentor who can correct you and direct you that this is the correct way of doing it or speaking it or writing it, and not what you used to do earlier, right? So now you understand कि आपण जो practice करिए बिना guidance से practice करले, you might go even farther than being someone who is good at English, right? Yes, so please do consider these points as something valuable and implement this as soon as you can, right? There are more deeper concepts to this particular topic as well. As I can say, like आपनकर language processing कला बोलको, the disconnection between the grammar and the real-time processing of your thoughts. Yes, से भीतर बड़ा disconnect था. How to address that? How to bridge that gap? सेटा गोटे बहुत important point जोटा कि आपण जदि practice करिवे, whenever you are fluent, you are speaking about a topic which requires you to think about something. At the same time, you need to be correct grammatically. से जो difference ता से जो disconnect ता था जेटा को आपण bridge करि परिवे. Yes, this is all a very deeper science of we call it neuroscience of language processing. That is another a very deeper level concept, and every one of those who are very good speakers, they kind of do it. They perform this. I don't know if they know about this or not as a term, but they subconsciously or somehow they perform it. Yes, and there are a lot of rules and techniques which can help you in getting your fluency, English fluency better. Yes, because mu gotte hi sentence kahibi, language is a habit. Yes, language is a habit. और जदि आपण को से habit form करियार अछि, then you have to practice. जदि आपण को से habit form हे सारिछि, then you have to polish it, right? Now it's up to you if you are performing the good habits of the language, of improving the language, or apangar habits are taking you towards the negative side, right? Yes, so it's completely up to your approach of practice. Okay, yes, both deeper level concepts achi, and we do discuss about it and perform drills that are going to help regarding this particular issue in our inner circle calls. We do have a wonderful community of more than 700 members who are already benefited from the approach that we teach them, the MST approach. And I would like to invite all of you who are watching this video to please click on the link in the description to join the ODCH community, where we are going to get across, come across various different aspects to improving your English communication skills, and not just focusing on English grammar and other things that are just the surface level. Yes. With that, I would like to end this particular session here. But before that, I would like to also address that language is a habit. I'm saying this for the second time, but yes, language is a habit. Treat it like a habit. It could be any language. If you perform the language, if you take the language as a habit that is going to form, it is going to be with you, and it is going to help you a lot, right? Now it's completely up to you. ଜଣେ ଜଣେ ଥାନ୍ତି ନା କି language ମୋର ତ habit, ମୁଁ ଯେମିତି କହୁଛି ସେଟା ହିଁ ଠିକ. I'm sorry, but there are some standards and there are some regulations and norms that you need to meet in the real life, in the real world. So it's not like my way or the highway, right? You have to adapt and you have to learn the correct way of doing it. All right. Yes. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Those all of you who joined us live in this particular session. I'm looking forward to more such wonderful interaction. I can see some of you participating in the chats. Yeah, please do drop your comments and things that you want us to answer. Right? Please drop them in the comments, and we'll be replying to you. The issues that you are facing or the challenges that are obstructing you in becoming a better communicator, we're going to reply to them. Yes, and don't forget to click on the link in the description so that you can join the community. All right. Yes, Sunil, very good evening. Recap very shortly and revise the key points. Definitely. Thank you so much, Sunil, for highlighting that point. Yes, move जल्दी जल्दी recap कर दोची. First I said that grammar ऊपर जो अपन focus करूँ the I call it the grammar trap, right? I mean this could be a very fancy term, but yeah, जदि अपन बहुत अधिक grammar पर focus करिए ना, the issue that happens is you get stuck in that, like none of us, I mean most of us are not here to become English teacher. We need not be grammatically very much precise and 100% accurate, right? Am I an English teacher? How am I asking? Why to mug up the grammatical rules of English? We want to be fluent in English, and for that we need to focus on grammar as much so that the sentences that we speak are accurate grammatically. बस सेतिकी दरकार ताठू अधिक ग्रामर जानि कि आपण कोन करिवे. हां, आपण को जदि प्लान्स अछि गोटे इंग्लिश कोचिंग सेंटर खोलियार किबा गोटे टीचर हबार वेयर you are required to be very fluent in English and you are required to be very knowledgeous in grammar, then it's different. Otherwise, most of us only need our sentences to be grammatically correct. ताठू अधिक किछि दरकार नहीं, right? Yes, the main thing is conveying the message that you want to put across, right? जो message आपण कहे को चाहउछनी to the world कि आपण जा सहित भी कथा होछनी, जा सहित भी कम्युनिकेट करछनी, तांको आपण message ता आपण जा कहे को चाहनी सेटा clearly पहुंचीवार अछि, and in such a way that that other person is getting impressed, influenced, yes, and they are able to grasp all the things that you want to convey and with attention. Of course, 100% to habani because there are obviously channel disturbances and a lot of things are there. So first thing is understand the need of learning something. बहुत जन अछन कि खाली करि चलछन कोन भाई करूछन जणा नै खाली करि चलछन, right? I have talked about it earlier as well. I have talked about the cause and effect theory and a lot of things. कोन भाई करूछन हम जणा नै but करि चलछन. So the first thing was that. Second thing I talked about is that the fluency and accuracy, right? You need to maintain a balance in between. Yes, overconfident है कि मुझे जहाँ भी कहे देबी ठीक हो भूल हो किसी फर्क पड़नी मते मु कहे अछि बस सेमिति कहले चलिबनी. You have to maintain the balance between fluency and accuracy. All right. Yes, the next part to it is focus on context of using your sentences, right? I talked about it, right? कि को context रे आपण से sentence टा कहउचंदी. Grammar आपण context रे सिखंतु सब बळे. Yes, past रे ए सिचुएशन रे को ग्रामर टा यूज हबो yes माने खाली past tense present tense present perfect continuous सेरा सब घोषिले मन रखिले हबनी किछि फायदा हबनी unless you associate it with a context of that particular situation. Alright, যদি ଆପଣ context ସହିତ ତାକୁ attach କରିବେ ତାକୁ ସେଇ relevance ରେ ପଢିବେ ଶିଖିବେ practice କରିବେ then it is going to help you a lot, and it is going to very quickly improve your ability of using correct tenses and grammatically forming grammatically correct sentences going ahead. All right, yes, so use grammar in context. All right, yes, those were some of the key points that I talked about, and of course I talked about the tip that I shared. Yes, I really hope all of you really enjoyed and learned something valuable. Even if you have not, if you don't think that you have learned something valuable, then please do share what's working for you, and we will love to learn from you. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in live. I hope that answers your question. Sunil, yes, thank you so much. It means a lot. Yes, thank you so much for participating, Sunil. I'm looking forward to more such active participations in the comments going ahead in future sessions. Thank you so much once again, all of you. Looking forward. Have a great time. Keep learning. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Thank you.